Guys, welcome to the J. Scott Outdoors podcast. I am driving right now from Colorado, from our place where we spend the summers in Carbondale, Colorado, up to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and my wife and I are going to spend September and most of October in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and with a goal in mind of being able to photograph elk in Teton National Park and Yellowstone National Park. It's something I've always wanted to do, and early on this year decided that that's what we were going to do. And so here we are. We are driving north. I'm north of Rifle on my way through Meeker and Craig, Colorado. But I keep getting responses to the podcast episodes that we've been doing on elk and questions and what have you. So I thought I'd take the time here to kind of just talk a little bit, talk through some of the questions that I've got, and also some of the phone conversations that I've had with buddies and what have you. So I've got a good friend that is... his wife has an elk tag in Arizona, and I thought I'd take a little time here for you guys out there that are hunting with your wives, with your girlfriends, and even say hunting with new hunters, maybe hunting with kids, and just give a little bit of advice from my perspective of mistakes that I've made and mistakes that I've seen made. And so I thought I'd take the time to do that. One of the things I think you have to understand when you're hunting with someone that is new, a lot of times, whether they've drawn tags or what have you, or if it's over the counter, but if it's their first time, a lot of times whoever you are taking in most cases is going because you like to do that activity. You like to elk hunt. You like to deer hunt. You like to sheep hunt. You like to fish, for that matter. And what you have to keep in mind is that you, in my opinion, you have to make it fun for them. If they don't have fun, they don't want to do it anymore. If they don't want to do it anymore, then they're not going to go with you. So you've got an issue there where you have to make it fun. What got you hooked? What made you like that activity so much? In the case of elk hunting, maybe taking your girlfriend, taking your wife, taking your mom, whatever, elk hunting, I would recommend to not focus so much on the size of bull or the outcome of the hunt. I would focus more on the process of the hunt, and take each experience and each encounter as if it was your last encounter, and be able to laugh and smile and be able to communicate after the experience happens. I think it's a good time in preparation before the hunts to have really clear communication and really discuss thoroughly with that person what they should expect, how the hunt's going to unfold, how you see the hunt unfolding, and then maybe as it is unfolding, how it's different than what you thought, and bring them into your thought process or, your experience of how you interpret how things are going. And I think it's real easy to just go and do whatever you're going to do, chase bugles, sit water, strategize with the person. Tell the person that you're taking why you're doing it, what you're expecting. We're going out on an evening hunt, and this is what I expect to happen. If it doesn't happen, you may notice me doing something to make it happen. Or you may see me doing something to elicit something to happen. So I think the biggest thing is get them involved in the hunt. And once they become engaged in the process, they're either going to like it or they're not. You can't make them like it. But I feel like the better communication that you can have, the better experience that both of you are going to have on the hunt. And the more the person's going to learn, the more chance the person's going to want to go and do it more. Also keep in mind that the person that you're taking, girlfriend, wife, mom, new hunter, whatever, they don't know what you know. So they're behind the 8 ball, so to speak, because they don't even know what to expect. I mean, as far as telling them the night before, lay out your clothes, this is what I'm going to wear tomorrow, this is what I expect the weather to be doing, I'm going to be peeling off layers at 9 o'clock, should you wear double socks, should you wear just one pair of socks, which boots are you going to wear? Are you going to wear hiking shoes, you're going to wear, running shoes, you're going to wear boots, what are you most comfortable in? Tomorrow I expect us to be doing some really steep hills, or tomorrow I expect us to be walking on, rolling hills. You better wear your, your running shoes or your tennies. Stuff like that. Or, tomorrow we're probably not going to come back to camp, and, you might want to take extra water. You might want to take food. We're probably not going to get breakfast. You might want to eat before in the morning. So, communication, I think, is key when you're taking someone hunting for the first time. Now, back to enjoying the experiences during the hunt. A 5x6 comes, and you get 45 yards from them. Maybe you don't want to shoot them. Maybe it's a 3-point bull, whatever, a spike. And maybe a spike bugles, and you're smiling and kind of giggling because you don't see spikes bugling that much, and the person, they don't know what's going on. So, if you have a chance, whisper to them, usually spikes don't bugle that much. That was pretty neat. Or, anything you may encounter on the hunt, I would just say communicate with the person and enjoy it. Have a good time. Don't focus so much on the stressfulness of that person trying to get an elk or deer or what have you. When it comes to, say, archery elk hunting, some tips that I could give are communicate with the person as to how you see the morning hunt unfolding, and talk about your strategy of sneaking up on bulls or calling elk, and when you expect them to come, what you expect the hunter to be doing as far as their posture, their stance, being still, when to move, when not to move. Have a real open line of communication as to when you expect them to draw their bow. Go through all the different scenarios of, the bull, if he comes head on and he's looking at you, don't look at him in the eye, kind of keep your head down. All those kinds of things I think are huge prior to the hunt starting, so that when that happens in the field and maybe you don't have the ability at the time to talk to the person or walk them through the scenario, you've already communicated a bunch of different scenarios that you expect to unfold throughout the hunt, so that when she sees it unfolding, she says, oh, that's what he was talking about, so I need to be still, or I need to be in front of a tree instead of behind a tree where I don't have a shot, or the bull's coming head on, I need to be very, very still, or the cows are in front of the bull and the cows are filing by, I need to make sure that the cows do not see me, let them get by us, and then draw on the bull. All those scenarios that you as an experienced hunter already know and you do instinctively. Where I've had issues and where I've seen issues is when those instinctive things that you and I never even think about because we just do them naturally, the other person, the new person at it, they have no idea. And you can't hold them to a standard of someone that has, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years of experience. So hopefully that little bit of information, communication is key. Having a good time is key. Focusing on the experience, focusing on the enjoyment of being able to spend time together rather than so much of the end result. Hopefully that will allow you to think about going out ahead of time or communicating ahead of time before these hunts start so that you have a much more enjoyable experience. Guys, I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. I want to thank the sponsors, GoHunt.com. They're doing a free trial of the Insider program. Go to GoHunt.com/JScott. It's a free trial. You can go in and check out the entire Insider program. You can check out the GoHunt gear shop. You can check out the draw odds, the harvest statistics on all the western states, all the animals. You can look at all the data. It's free. Go check it out. KUIU Ultralight Hunting, go to KUIU.com to find out what city the KUIU Mobile Showroom is in. I want to thank Jason Hairston for making the greatest ultralight hunting gear out there. Phonescope.com, Cheston Davis, they have created an adapter that fits any optic to any phone, and you can be immediately taking photos and video. You can use the JScott JScott16 promo code. Go to phonescope.com. You're going to get a 10% discount. Also, the Outdoorsman's in Arizona. Cody Nelson and his crew, the Optics Authority. 1-800-291-8065 or outdoorsmans.com. If you use the JScott promo code, you're going to get a 10% discount. Guys, if you want to leave me a comment, have a question, or you want to talk to me about anything, please send me an email at jscottoutdoors@gmail.com. I really appreciate all of the feedback I get through the email, through the direct message on Instagram. If you don't follow on Instagram, I suggest you do. I thank you for that. At JScott Outdoors. You can also follow my Facebook page, JScott Outdoors, on Facebook. And until next time, guys, God bless. Hopefully those tips help you.